What you looking at?
Coffee Talk with Pastor Donavan.
I want to talk about focus today on Coffee Talk. And the scripture I'd like to talk about and refer to is in Hebrews, the 12th chapter, the first and the second verse. Very familiar portion of scripture to us. Therefore, we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. And here's the key phrase: looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. That phrase, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, especially this phrase, looking unto Jesus. Today, we're talking about focus. There are so many distractions in the world today, things that would draw our attention away from the things of God. We all have them, and not too many months ago, things were just whirling in my mind. So many things happening all around me, and I decided I'd go on a walk. And I hadn't been walking for maybe 5 minutes, and there's a car on the road beside the sidewalk that I was walking on that pulled up, and I recognized the vehicle and I recognized the driver. And I got to admit to you, my first thought was, man, I'm out here trying to get quiet before God, get some direction. All of these things are whirling around me, and the last thing I need is somebody to take my time and talk to me right now while I'm trying to listen to God. Well, let me tell you how it went. He stopped the vehicle, went around to the back of the vehicle, opened it, pulled out a guitar. He hasn't said a word. He walks over to me, gets right up in my face, begins to strum the guitar, and begins to sing, "Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace." After that, he simply turned around, went back to his car, opened the back of the vehicle, put his guitar in, got in, and drove off without saying a word, just singing that song. Well, I don't know about you, but I think God was trying to get my attention that day. Hey, look at me. Focus in on me. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. That's a great song. And Lauren Daigle and Hillsong have introduced that song to a whole new generation, but it was actually written back in 1912. There's verses to it. We just usually sing the chorus, but there are several verses to it which I won't attempt to sing at this point because I want to keep you focused. But that song has been such a blessing to a number of generations. As I said, it was written back in 1912. That was before I discovered America in 1948. But the lady that wrote it was Miss Lemuel. And one of the things that not a lot of people know about Miss Lemuel as he wrote that song, "Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus," is that Miss Lemuel, in the natural, was blind when she wrote the song. The official title of the song is not "Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus," but it actually is "Heavenly Vision." But the title of the little booklet that she read that gave birth to the song was this: Focused. Focus is a vision term. We have two sets of eyes. We have our natural eyes, and we have our spiritual eyes. 2 Corinthians 5:7 says that we walk by faith, not by sight. And what that's simply saying is that we're not in denial about things that are going on around us. We should be concerned. We should be praying. We should be proactive. But if that is all of our focus, we're going to lose strength for the battle, because strength comes from the very presence of God. That scripture is saying we walk by our spiritual eyes, our faith, and not with our natural eyes. Again, in Corinthians, the second Corinthians 4:18 says this: while we do not focus on the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Natural eyes, spiritual eyes, eyes of the Spirit, eyes of our understanding, the ability to see things from God's perspective, the ability to see things through the Word point of view rather than the world point of view. It's not that we're not aware of what's going on around us. That's just not our focus. 2 Chronicles 20:12. If you're a Bible student, you're familiar with that scripture. And enemies were coming from four different directions. And the king's crying out, "Oh God, will you not judge them?" And hey, he will. But he then goes on to say, "For we have no power," that is, in ourselves. We have no power against this great multitude that's coming against us. And we don't know what to do, but our eyes are upon you. Keep your eyes on Jesus today. Focus on him, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. Thanks for watching.